Hi. A blip on your radar or a downpour? Today's weather allowed me to hopefully be a little creative and sharing with you a couple of thoughts. There's going to be a video that comes up in a few moments about a friend of mine who is experiencing some pretty severe cancer. I want you to hear how he views it. But not everybody goes through the difficult situations that he and his wife are going through right now. Sometimes your concern is just a blip on your radar, a blip on your schedule. If you've heard me speak, you've heard me talk about a little incident my wife had about 5 years ago where she was going in for some really simple in and out surgery. And my prayer for her was that God would use it as an opportunity to draw her closer to Him. And not just looked at as a blip on her schedule, as a blip on her radar, so to speak. You know what I realized? That was 5 years ago. You know what I realized just a few weeks ago? God answered that, but not in the way I expected. A friend of mine likes to quote, God's answers are always wiser than our prayers. I don't know where the quote originated, but you know what? That's the way God answers prayers, often much wiser than what we even asked. You see, I prayed that my wife's little minor surgery wouldn't be a blip on her schedule, but it would be allowed to be something that drew her closer to the Lord. And you know what it was? It was something that has continually, for the last 5 years, drawn me closer to the Lord. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know whether what you're going through is a blip on your radar or a downpour. But whatever you're going through, go through it with the Lord. And trust Him. He has already said that He is your protector. He has already said that He is the one who will take care of all the details. He is also the one who has said that He will work all things out for the better for those who love Him and are called according to His purposes. It doesn't mean everything will get better, but it does mean that all things work together for the good to those who love Him and are called according to His purposes. And finally, Romans 8:6 is a verse that you hear me use all the time. Romans 8:6 says, if you focus on the things of the flesh, you end up with death. But if you focus on the things of the Spirit, you end up with what? Life and peace. If you don't have peace in what you're going through, go back to the Lord and recognize, you know what, Lord, I'm not focused on the things of the Spirit. I'm focused on the things of the flesh. Whether it's a blip on your schedule, a blip on your radar, or a downpour in your life. Let the Lord go through it with you, and you will go through it in peace. Have a great day, and be careful of those tornadoes, okay?